What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues?
Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Your St. Louis
Fan Report! Yes, this is the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I am joined by the ever lovely, the ever fashionable, and the ever intelligent Ashley Slapshot Jones.
Thank you for stroking my ego there a little bit.
Better I stroke that than something else.
This is true.
Oh, I screwed it up. There we go. Oh, I went to play this when we came on. Our song. Dun, dun, dun. You know what? We're going to have fun on today's show because the game probably won't be.
It probably won't be, but I can't hold it against them at the same time.
No, you
so
can't.
It's just going to be a hockey game.
No, and you're right. That's exactly what it is. It's going to be a hockey game. Not streaming on Facebook. Okay, Kyle, I cannot stream the game, right? You can get it on ESPN Plus, or you can get it on Hulu if you have one of those services, bud. I know Kyle's actually in Alaska, right? I mean, you think about it. This little bitty show that, averages about 10 to 15 viewers has fans in Australia, in England, in Alaska, Nevada.
California.
We've got fans. Huh?
California.
We've got fans all over the place, right? Yeah, we got Ryan Green out there in the LA area. We got E, who's down in southern Missouri. We got oh, my show's on Facebook now, bud. Should either be in my group or on my page, bud. Yeah, it should be. Clint Buckley in Union, Missouri. John Hefner in Louisiana. We got a pretty good woohoo roundabout. We got a good fan base.
And shout out to my brother up in Iowa who occasionally pops on.
Oh, there you go. Iowa, and we got people over in Illinois. Okay, today's a special day for a couple different reasons. I'm going to cover reason one first. Today is December 7th, and this is the 80th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. So for me, this is kind of a somber day, and I've always taken it that way, especially being stationed here. So if you don't mind, I'm going to take a moment of silence for those that we lost defending the rights of this nation. So if you please bear with me as we take a moment of silence. Now, it is also a couple of special birthdays. It is, yesterday was Bob Kolzik's birthday, and I know Bob is Bob is at the game today, so I don't know if he's going to get to hear this. And I also know that it is Gary Unger's birthday. I don't know if Gary will watch, but there is no way we're going to let Gary and Bob's birthday go by without giving it the BlueNote Fan Report treatment. And you know what that is, right?
Yes, my ears are going to bleed, but let's do it.
Oh, Greg Kane. It's his birthday. Yes. So, to Greg Kane, Bob Kolzik, and Gary Unger, this is for you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bob, Gary, and Greg. Happy birthday to you. Let's go Blues!
Go Blues! Let's go Blues!
that wasn't that bad.
No, because I didn't join you. I give you crap about your singing. Mine's worse.
No, it couldn't be.
Oh,
I actually,
yes.
I'm waiting. No, yeah, we did see your post, Mary. I absolutely saw it. Thank you, Greg. Greg, you're welcome, man. That's just part of the fun of this. And Hefner says as my dog leaves the room. You know, it's all part of this. You know, each and every one of you guys, I don't think you really get this, what you guys mean to me, right? And it doesn't matter if there's one person watching or 1,000 people watching. It's each one of you brings something special to what we do, because we are fans of a sport. And we are fans of a sport that imitates and mimics life. And today we're seeing that. We're seeing a team that is financially strapped, that can't afford to bring another player in. They can't do it. So they've got to go out there with what they've got. They got to play shorthanded. They got to eat ramen tonight, right? They got to eat dollar ramen. They got to go to the dollar store for a couple of weeks until they can, you know, bring some money in and do that, do some side hustles. But man, I was thinking about this today, about how much this sport mimics life.
It truly does.
Right? And we see our team now has this struggle. But really, is it a struggle? No, it's not a struggle. It's an obstacle. Mm-hmm. It's an obstacle that they can look inside themselves and bring it to the next level. Right? You know, Aunt Marianne, I really don't know. I think they should, but will they? Probably not. I would say if one more Blues player goes down, we would be suspended. We would get postponed, right? I would absolutely see that. The only problem is a postponement doesn't completely help us. It hurts us. Because we have 2 players in LTIR, that means they have to miss 10 games. Postponing games means they miss a longer period. Both Neil and Costin have been skating with the team. So they are closer. But, you know, there's nothing. Okay, that's fine. You know, this is what it is. We don't know how long Bennington's going to be out. We don't know how long Bozak's going to be out. We don't know how long Falk's going to be out.
Actually, they're saying that Bozak is able to skate with the team as early as Friday, putting him as potentially being in on Saturday.
Okay. Well, that's good. That means he's getting his negatives, and he's just waiting his 10 days.
Yep.
Right.
And then they were saying that Bennington and Falk could possibly skate on Sunday, but they probably wouldn't be in that game because they're just starting.
Yeah. I could see Falk being in that game. I couldn't see Bennington being in that game. Piranha's day to day.
Piranha's day to day, but the quote from Chief was that he's very satisfied with his progress. So he's obviously making progress, which is all good to hear.
Yeah. I don't think. Well, they could bring Piran in because he's not. His salary is already counting.
Yeah.
So if he was good, he would be in tonight, and that, especially with them being short a man, he would definitely be on the ice tonight, right? So you have to think that
progress doesn't mean perfection, though. So he might be making progress towards getting back, but they're just not quite comfortable with it yet.
Yeah, he's not healthy enough to play. And trust me, with him seeing the guys being short tonight, he would want to play.
Oh, of course.
Now, what does that mean? Well, basically, they're only rolling 3 lines with an extra forward. Right? They could roll a line. They could put a line out there with 2 defensemen on it. Let Chief put his skates in and out. I could see that, Mary. No, I you know what? This is the one thing I don't think people understand. Chief wasn't a great hockey player.
No, he was an enforcer.
He was an enforcer, okay? I mean, he could put the puck in the net every now and then, but that wasn't his role, right? That was not his role. His role was to get out there and hit hard, right? And that's what he is. That's the type he is. You know, when I kind of thought about something I said yesterday. Maybe, you know, in some ways he needs to go back to being himself. But in other ways, I think there's some things he needs to learn. Right?
I agree. But
then again, I don't have a problem with his sternness at practice or in press conference and things like that. I don't have a problem with it. It makes sense. However, that sternness when it comes to the, like, if we see tonight, if we don't see, you got to change the lines up. You know, basically all three of those lines need to play an even 7 minutes a game, right? They all need to play 20 minutes. You can't have O'Reilly playing 25 minutes.
No, you can't.
It's going to kill him. Okay, you gotta make sure that you're even and rolling the lines. Roll your defensemen, right? I could see maybe take Joshua or Brown, probably Joshua because he's a center, and put Joshua between two defensemen.
And
right?
I mean, Wallman's played forward for us. Bortuzzo hasn't been bad up there, so
No,
I mean, it would work.
Did you all hear the locker room talk? No, I didn't. You know, I don't know what you. Maybe send me a link, Mary, and I'll look at it later. But Chief is known for his F-bombs. He is absolutely known for his F-bomb. You know, I remember during the run they beat a team and he came in. Yeah, it was a good effing team out there, and you be effing this, F that. You know, he was just dropping them left and right. And then when Gunderson, you know, made that overtime goal. In game 2, you know, the way he came in there, and just kind of gone off, and then he tells the, I wrote the story about it, the greatest bathroom conversation, you know, pisser conversation ever. Just give me one more chance, you know. He took it, and you gotta love that. And I know that Berube likes to fire the guys up, but I think. I'm worried that his message is getting stale. And that's not, you know, that happens. You know, we've heard it from all these heavy-handed coaches, right? All of them, how the message gets stale, right? Tortorella, his message gets stale fast. He will come into a team for a year or two, they change around, they do good, and all of a sudden, new guys come in, the old guys go out, and that message runs stale. Right? It happens. Chief is in that mark. He's at that 3-year mark. He's at that stale mark. Now, I thought he was doing a good job of adjusting. Right? I thought he was doing a good job with the guys. But I did not like the comments and how he's treating Tarasenko one frickin' bit.
No, I don't like it either.
Right? Tarasenko was going out there and doing exactly what you asked him to do. Yet you're unhappy because he's doing exactly what you asked him to do. He's an offensive guy. Either you let him be an offensive guy, or you tell him to do the forecheck, to do what he's doing. It's one or the other. Well, he doesn't have to be a finesse kind of coach. He doesn't have to be that, but he has to recognize what's working and what's not working, and when to change it. And that's what I don't see all the time. I don't see the things about when you know the 2-goal leads that we continually lose, right? You guys love to put that on the players. Well, look at what happens when we get a 2-goal lead, right? He starts playing the 3rd and 4th lines. Right? He takes out the offense and he starts becoming defensively. Well, when you do that, the other team now gets offensive. And when you get offensive, you're going to score goals. If you kept them on the defense by keeping your offense out there, they never get on the defense. They never get on the offense. They're continually running on the offense. I'm not sure who they got on right now.
On the ice pretty much unless the coach says.
Oh, this is from USA Hockey. The female from USA Hockey. Okay. The Blues actually got a new a girl to cover to replace Ashley Weiss. She's from MLB Network, NHL Network. I haven't seen her on any shows yet, but I'm sure she's there in St. Louis now. Maybe she's doing her quarantine or whatever. I'm not sure. He misses the net or hit him in the chest. When he doesn't, think. Okay, I'm trying to read what Jeff says.
Hold on, let me get it up for you. There you go.
Yeah, he misses the net or hit him in the chest when he doesn't. Think a way better team when Tarasenko experience is over. Scandella sucks. Well, Jeff, I disagree. I partially agree. I disagree. You talk about Tarasenko hitting him in the net or the chest or missing the net. How much of that is, you take a shooter, take someone that used to be a really good shooter, and I'm talking a weapon shooter, right? Have them not shoot for years, for a year, 2 years, and then give them a gun back and ask them to go out and shoot. It's going to take them time to get back to recite, right? I just watched a great movie called The Highwaymen about the two guys that tracked down Bonnie and Clyde, right? They were ex-Texas Rangers, and it kind of goes into the fact that neither one of them could shoot for shit because they were older than that until they came back, until they got, back into it. Jeff, I think it has more to do with what he's being told to do than it is what you're seeing. Watch his defense, bud. Watch his defense. And if you go, well, that's not what he's paid to do. Well, that's what he's being asked to do. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's what this system is. This system is that defense. And he's got vision. He's got vision, and I think that he's not being able to use that vision. I mean, look at the pass to Buchnevich the other day. I think it was Butch, right?
Yeah, because they originally thought it was Tarasenko's goal.
I do drink during games. Well, see, that's on you. You're missing it, buddy. I feel like you should talk about what Chief does right. I feel like we should talk about Chief does right. I always talk about his weak point. Okay, good, fair enough. What does Chief do right? Chief gets them ready to play. I think in most instances they're ready to play. Mm-hmm. I think that he has a good ear. I think he's got a good ear with the locker room. I think he's got a good understanding of this team. And I think that when it comes to veteran players, he is very he knows how to deal with a veteran player. And they talk to him. He knows how to talk to he's a veteran player. He played like 15 years in the league, something like that, or longer, right? So he knows when he talks to a player, he's talking to a player from his perspective, right? I'm not going into this game with a lot of expectations. Much easier to accept a loss, and much easier than accept the win. Yeah, I get it. And Dante's saying if we win the game tonight, we're winning the cup. Well, I won't go there. I don't think I skipped over your point, E. And if I did, I apologize. We're still learning this. Or if they do get offensive, they will give up a key scoring chance against them. Okay, yeah, good point. Sorry I missed that. There was some other things. Me and Ashley are still learning the producer mode. So give us, we're learning each other. We're getting that. She's trying to help me, so I'm not like reaching over here like you're seeing me do now. So I can cover things more and a little bit better, and maybe not be buttons anymore. Not a moment too late. Oh man. Hey guys, at Walburn, getting my COVID booster. Get that booster. Boost it. Yeah. I don't know. Hawaii made the news that was in the USA Today for the storms we had yesterday. Covered the entire state. They had to do a state of emergency out here.
Wow.
Right. We had a lot of power outages and stuff like that. So, but we got Mauna Kea got 8 inches of snow. Okay, 7 defense. It's normally 12 defensemen or 12 forwards, 6 defensemen. So we're actually playing. We're playing one player. It's 20 guys on a team, right? You have 23 on a roster. You can dress 20, right? And right now we are dressing 19, counting the 2 goalies. Do you feel like Tank doesn't have the same nasty shot? A lot of times he's missing high. I don't know. I think it's more just sighting in. I think he just needs that time he just needs to sight it in. And I think once he starts scoring that goal, he's going to score it a lot. I do see that.
He just needs to calibrate his sniper rifle. That's all.
Yeah. And I do think that once he does, you're going to see him start hitting the back of the net. But it does come down to the message he's getting sent, right? That was for your little one behind you.
Yeah, she's crazy today.
Yeah, she's in a good mood. That's good for her. I love the kids. I love kids, you know. He needs more game time and patience. And I do agree with that. But then when he gets, benched in the last game, when we were winning, I wonder, think about that. He benched Tarasenko in the third. After we came up 3-2. Wonder if he keeps Tarasenko out there if we still win that game.
I mean, we would have had a good chance. I'm not saying that Tarasenko is the absolute be-all reason that we lost that.
No, he's not.
We lost it in a shootout. I mean, we got tied on because we had defensive failings. So, I mean...
what did Chief say to Tank? I seen him yelling at him when he was cherry picking. I don't know if I seen that. It shouldn't take Vova 20 games to calibrate his shot. I don't think he wants to play here anymore. And Henry, that's a possibility. I'm not going to, I've written that off before. I'm not going to completely write that off. But, I get it, Chief telling him to miss the net. And again, I think that's just, when you change your focus, it changes a lot of things. And you watch, he's not coming into the zone with the puck. Well, Scandella is a different story, right? Scandella, Ryan, you even said it a couple of shows ago. Scandella is the new Sanford, right? Absolutely, he is. But Husso, let's not forget Husso. Husso played an amazing game, right? I don't know, because Berube came out and said in the press conference he's not offensive enough. And I wanted to just reach down his throat and choke him.
He's third in points on our team.
Yeah.
He's third in points. And it's like not even that far off. They're like 1 point away from each other.
Yeah, and you're talking maybe lately, but he's been doing the other things to help the team score. Right? He's been getting in there on the forecheck. He's been, getting in there. He's taking penalties, right? He's getting penalties. He's getting penalties. He's not getting them called on him. He's getting them to do it. Parayko is definitely something. I think Parayko is a little gun shy right now, and I think he may have tweaked his back. And that might have something to do with it, just something to pay attention to. You know what? If you want to know how to win tonight, let's just get that. He had three times more shots than anyone else. Yeah, he does. But the last game he didn't get any shots. So what's going on there? You want to know how to win tonight's game? And I'll talk about that right now. Straight up, how to win tonight's game. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid. These guys are going to want to run. And they're going to want to run because they know they're going to wear you down in the third. Don't let them run. Control the puck. Control the puck. Cycle the puck. Move the puck around. Get them to collapse. You get them to collapse, and when I mean, collapse out, right? You get them to break their defense, and center ice is wide open. Right? We've seen it. We've seen it with Brown. Right? Brown, they got him in. Brown got in there, no one around him was able to just nail a shot. The first goal was a great pass. Right? I think that was it wasn't Tarasenko, was it? No. I forget, but the first one was a good pass over might have been Thomas.
It was either Thomas or I actually think it was from Krug.
Krug? I thought Tarasenko had a point in the last game, but I don't. Maybe not.
I'm gonna look it up.
That might have been in the two goal game that he had a point. He had one. He had a really good goal in there. But just if you just cycle the puck today, and look at that, cycle the puck, move it around. Well, see, there's the problem. This is. If you're going to shoot the puck, you better have somebody in front of the net. That's one of the problems right now with the Blues. They shoot the puck, nobody's there. It's a one and done. It cannot be one and done. It's
Actually, it was O'Reilly that made that pass.
O'Reilly. That's right. O'Reilly. Yeah. I knew it was one of them. O'Reilly. Okay, you got me. But that's the way you do it. You cycle the puck. And if you're going to shoot it, you shoot it to the corners, not the center. So you get the rebound, and you're able to either put the rebound in or get another shot or keep the puck on the cycle. Mm-hmm. Right? You have to you cannot be one and done. Because if you're one and done, they're going to run. Right? And I think Kuso will do a decent job if they run, but he's going to give up goals. And you got to keep the score low tonight. It's got to be a 2-3, 2-1, 1-0. It's got to be a low scoring game. Right? Well, we need to cycle the puck, and they have done it. Saad has been good on those dirty rebounds. He has when he gets down there. But if you look, recently he's not gotten down there like you would want him to. Right? I want him to, he enters the zone. That's where I want him to go. Let somebody else do the forecheck. Get your ass right to the house. Right? Set yourself up on the side of the house you need to be on. Be there, because if the puck comes to you, you can do one of two things. You can pass it across or pop it in. But get it to where get where you need to be. Right? And get off that forecheck and get off the boards. Right? That's the other thing. They have got to come off the boards. Every time you see them, they go. I wish there was a stat on this. Entries that are within the dots, between dot and board and between the dots. Mm-hmm. Right? So for me, the face-off circle, you cut it in half. The face-off circle into the boards, that's coming into the boards. You're limited. You have one. You can only go one way. Mm-hmm. Right? You come center between the face-off dots. Now you have either way to go. Right? And you open things up, and you also open up that drop pass. That drop pass is very, very effective if used right.
Agreed.
Thank you. Oh, wow. I don't think Jeff's agreed with me in a long time. Whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here?
Strange day.
Yeah, I guess, first I sing happy birthday and you guys don't make fun of me. And, then Jeff comes on and says, Guy, after telling me how wrong I am, goes, wow, Guy's making good points. Oh, wow. I appreciate that. Sarah, that is a sexy ad. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. I like the red. I'm sorry, I like the red.
I do too.
Oh, here we go, guys. On my Facebook group, the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan, I posted a picture of the Blues logos through history. Mm-hmm. I'd like you guys to vote on which one you think is the best. Right? We'll pull that up at the intermission. Right, we'll pull it up at the intermissions and at the post game. We'll bring the group up and so people can join it if they're not in, and let them do that. But I think that would be. I'd like to know what people think, what their favorite is. I know what mine is.
I know what mine is too, but it's just because I'm partial to it.
Right? Yeah. Well, I think if you look at all of them, for me, there's one of them that really symbolizes everything. Right, and it's the second one. The 74 to 81, I think it is. Mm-hmm. I like that one.
But you got to remember that I'm a younger
the first
fan.
One with the red border. I like that one too. I mean, I have now. There's one that's not on there that I wish was on there, but it wasn't a full logo. It wasn't an always logo. The one with the arch, right? That's the one I'm talking about. It affects you. It brings something to you. I like the circular St. Louis Blues. I've always liked that. I actually have, and I wish I could find it. I don't know if you remember this. This would have been in the 90s. The Blues theme that year was "It's Time for a Night Out with the Boys." Mm-hmm. And I had a Schnucks t-shirt that had that on it. Right?
Oh, that'd be cool.
A sweatshirt. I had a sweatshirt. And unfortunately I've lost it through the years, but I tried to find one online and it was $150. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, they're not around. It's and I talked to my buddy. I can't think of it. Brett. Brett is a collector of vintage St. Louis Blues gear stuff, so he absolutely loves that. Oh, so we've got Jamie Rivers in the box tonight. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. I think I'm gonna end up listening to more of the Blues than I will the other announcer. No, look, I get it. I know some people don't like Jamie, but I think Jamie in the center, right where he's down there, I'm telling you, I watched Jamie for 15 minutes on a whiteboard draw up different plays and drills.
And I'm
Just watching
sure
him.
it was fantastic. However, I do not enjoy him taking over for Peng on the nights that he does. He can't pronounce names correctly. For some reason, Costin got hurt. Okay. So he kept going to the box and saying, "Oh, it's so good to see Barbashev back on the bench." It wasn't Barbashev that got hurt. It was Costin.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he's new. He's going to make mistakes. So you go. I know what he is. Same day they're going to be an owner that walks in and changes the logo to something stupid. No, I don't think so. No, that's not going to happen. This is now after two unsuccessful tries, actually 3 unsuccessful tries to move this team. It's not going anywhere.
No.
Right? The NHL is not losing St. Louis as a market. I'm sorry. There's a difference here now. What happened in Minnesota, what happened in Hartford, what happened in Ottawa, those were different situations. And not only that, the economics of hockey has changed, right? The cities that you have now, with 2 exceptions, your attendance is 95% or higher on a nightly basis, and that's with COVID. Okay. And then I'm not talking the ones that have limits. I'm talking, the limits, they're filling out the limits, right? So I'm talking 95% of your limit. And that, with the exception of Phoenix and Florida, you watch it and they're killing it. So I can't see it. I can't see a team moving, right? Well, it looks like the boys are about ready to come out. It's going to be an interesting game. What's your pick there?
I am going to say what I want to happen, not what probably is actually going to happen, and I want the Blues to win 3-2. Probably not going to happen. Wishful thinking, but
yeah, Blues 2-1. I think it'll be a low-scoring game, even with Barkov back, and they have their backup goalie, and I can't think of his name. I got it right on the tip of my tongue.
Sorry, I suck at Florida teams.
No, I had it up earlier. I forgot to pull it up. I had it up on my other computer, so. Oh man, it's I know his name and I just can't spit it out. That sucks. That's what she said. I know. I had to get one of those in there, right?
Yeah.
That's what she said, joke.
Yeah, I heard you. I'm laughing. I'm trying to find his name.
Spencer Knight.
Okay.
Spencer Knight. I knew it was something like really easy. Ryan Green thinking a blowout, 4-1 Florida, 3-1 Blues. I'm with Clint. So, hey, it's going to be a fun game. Looks like this is probably the last commercial break before the game comes on. Enjoy the game. Come back for the intermission. Make sure, you know what? Let other people know about the show and how fun it is and the information that you can get on this show. Right? That's the thing. Word of mouth. That's what's going to get the show going. And you know what? Share the group. Share the Hawaii STL Blues Fan Clan. I sit there and I see all Blues everything. The 3,000 people they have in that group. And I really get upset. And I know I shouldn't, but the way they run that group is total crap. And they went back on a promise to me. So that really ticks me off. But it's not a group where you can say what you want to say. In my group, I have never limited what you say. I love debate. I think debate is great. Debate is what makes it fun, and that's why I'm going to get writing again. I've got to do it. I want to do it tonight. I promise you guys, if I don't go do stand-up tonight, I will write tonight. I'm either stand-up or write, one of the two. Right? I've been working on my stand-up routine, so...
You had a couple of good ones tonight.
Yeah, well, see, getting a little better, getting the feel for it. My timing's getting a little better.
A lot better, actually.
Right, and that's the fun of it, and I've been working on that. Like part of my stand-up, and I'll tell one of my jokes is, my life's so tragic, it has to be a comedy. I mean, I get up in the morning, I go look at the mirror and scare myself. And every kid in a 5-mile radius. No, I'm serious. 3 days after I moved into the new building, they put a note on my door telling me I can't be in the elevator between the hours of 7 to 8 and 3 to 4 because I was scaring all the kids.
That one's good.
I got one there. And John, thank you so much. Well, I put my stuff in there for you, Josh. I put my stuff in your group today. But hey, game's about on. You guys go out there and enjoy it. We'll enjoy it. We'll see you at the intermission. Look for me. Look for Ashley. We'll try and share the show out as best we can. You guys share it too. Let's have fun. Tell people. Enjoy the game. And as the boys always say,
Crickets?
okay, I just seen something. There we go.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo. And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
I love seeing your smile when Leia comes on.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody, this is Guy and Ashley saying, let's go Blues. You got to know we're bleeding blue with you, and we'll see you at the intermission show.